On
we're live on air! Alright, everybody, welcome to Birdcast! Everybody's here! That's right, we're still alive! I got some very special guests! I got the return of the Retro Rangers! I got John Retro Red, Robert Retro Black, and we got Retro... is it Blue, right? Blue! And you got your host, me, Chicken. All right. Well, everybody, let me know. Let the fans know what you've been up to and what's going on. Starting with you, Retro Red.
Well, we just got back from ChargerCon, as you know, in April. We told you last time that we were special guests on there, or we were their special guests coming in, and we had a blast, and we rocked that thing, and it was awesome. And
episode goes live Monday.
The episode goes live Monday. And the other thing that's been kind of new that I wanted to show you was, I know you're not the biggest Power Rangers fan in the world, but the Legacy Dragon Dagger, from Bandai, it's like prop replica. They got it on. They had a 25% off sale. This thing is nice, 24 karat plated gold.
Wow, how much is that?
It retails right now for $79. They had their 25% off sale, so it was going for $59.
Ooh, that's a bargain. It looks like Lionel's sword from the Thundercats before it grows.
Yes.
I love it. That's awesome. How about you, Robert?
I got invited to be a member of a bi-weekly podcast about medieval games by Protitus.
Yes.
Who I can never remember the name of his actual channel, but he's Protitus on YouTube. I put a link on our...
he's in our featured channel.
Yeah, he's in our featured channel.
Like you are.
It's on YouTube. He asked me to do that. I got an interesting proposal from an author to do another web series type thing. I can't go into too much detail, but it's... When the idea came across, I just grinned from ear to ear going, I'm going to have so much fun doing that. There was the film festival and ChargerCon in the same weekend.
Yeah. Let's forget Captain America.
Yeah. Yeah. I got explained to by the guy that ran the film festival that the whole reason I didn't get into the film festival was because the Majestic 12 downtown
Chattanooga
freaked out when they realized the film festival was the same weekend as Captain America the Winter Soldier, and so they cut one of the auditoriums from the film. So they had to cram content everywhere, and eventually one got cut. Other than that, I've been editing. Editing stuff with you guys and working my butt off on my day job, which
is illegal. Should be.
3 in 3 weeks.
There's nothing wrong with hard work. Well, did you guys get to see Captain America? I know I didn't.
It was awesome.
Nope, I haven't got to see it yet.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
But again, 3 off days in 3 weeks. And it's never a day when anybody's off. It's just like...
That's awesome. That's the first time me meeting you, Retro Blue. What you been up to, buddy?
Death metal, and death metal, sir.
Oh, wow.
He has his own band.
Oh, really? You must be sad about the Gwar thing. Did somebody pass away? I think so recently. I could be wrong.
We actually filmed our homecoming gig from our tour Saturday.
Oh, wow.
About a month or 2.
Are you in the band?
Yeah,
He's the lead singer.
Get on it. That's awesome. Roar! I can do it too.
I think what Chicken's doing is auditioning for a guest spot in the album. We can talk about that.
Don't forget me. Next album.
Or at least for the video.
That would be better.
That would be metal. It's all get out. Because Chicken is so metal.
Oh, you know I am. I'm a Dream Theater fan, but we'll talk about that later. That's not even death metal, I know. That's okay. It's still good music, right? It's not Justin Bieber.
No.
Oh, I forgot to do something. I'm sorry. People need to know where you're at. You put it up. You guys want to find these guys? Boom! Right there. I'll put it in yellow. I'm sorry. Let me put the screen up. There you go. Check them out. All right? You can always rewind the video and see where the website is. I'll put the links. I'm sorry. I'm not the best in the world with this stuff. Okay. Well, everybody knows how I am. Well, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, shall we? All right. I'm gonna mix it up a bit today. You know how the format usually goes on the show.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it called Farm News. Now everybody wants to know. Watch this. Everybody wants to know this. Let me put up my media file. This thing is so slow. Okay, there we go. Almost there. I'm sorry. Wow, this is really taking a long time. Yeah. Don't worry. There we go. Bingo. No, that's not it either. Don't worry. Don't flip that channel. Don't flip it. I got it. I got this right here. All right. You probably don't know what I'm going to do right here. Where is it? There it is. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
What is that?
You don't know what this is?
The new Turtle movie.
What?
Yep.
What? Down, tell them.
Of course, it's the most horrible screen capture ever because they literally caught him in the middle of a scream.
He looks like a slug. He's a
Like-
turtle. If you painted me green, I'd look like that on stage. I don't wear my glasses, but I mean, seriously, look.
You do it for the camera.
I'm still from the initial trailer. I'm still peeved about turtles with chapped lips for some reason. That is just why.
Because Master Splinter.
No.
Master Splinter is why. I'm glad I brought this now.
It's on Master Splinter.
It's relevant.
It's awesome. I mean, this. I'm
As
sorry.
far as the goes, I'm gonna give it a chance because I like the guy that's writing it, or the team that's writing it. And I will agree with them. The reason why they did some of the changes they did is because it's the same old, same old, same old. If you do the same old, you run the risk of
A flop.
a huge flop. People want different. I will give them that. I'm not a fan of the redesign,
No.
but the redesign is not what makes the movie.
I'm not a fan of this either, by the way. I'm not a fan. That's even big blocky arms. No.
Oh, the turtles have been doing roids or something?
It's just their hands, man. It's their hands. It's like they're wearing boxing mitts all the time.
It's like they're ready for sock puppets or something. Like the thing from Fable 2. That's basically what we're looking at there.
This makes me want to.
See, I grew up with the Turtles, and I loved the original TV show, but as I got older and I started diving into the comic books, I've actually come to like the original gritty feel of the original comics over anything that has been done with them.
That's like the Mask. They ruined the Mask.
They really
They
did.
did.
Like Jim Carrey, the mask.
Yeah, that was a ultra super violent comic book.
Really?
And here's the funny thing about the Turtles being gritty in the original runs. When they revisited it in the 90s and decided they were going to go even more gritty, Laird actually went too far with it to the point that he scared off people from actually buying it, and it ended up flopping on its second run. So,
Is that the thing with like Donatello having like a robot on?
yeah, Donatello loses an arm. Raphael gets scarred by acid in the very first frame of the first comic, and eventually becomes the Shredder.
That's screwy.
Yeah, they went really dark with the second run.
Can't show that to the kids. That's for me a bit too much. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, this is my opinion. Well, let's look at this picture while we talk about it, because it's creeping me out. I'm just kidding. What I'm trying to say here is that I don't mind the change. Like you said, the chapsticks and all that stuff, yeah, it's got me going. But the fact they made a new cartoon, you know? You got a bunch of new kids watching a new cartoon. Why couldn't they just make something new out of that? You know, they just launched a new thing. If the new cartoon didn't come out, I would accept this. But they got a new cartoon. I'm a fan of the old too. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
You know, I'll wait for you to watch it first, and then you tell me if it's bad. I mean, if it's good.
I still remember when they first announced it. Everybody was all upset about the alien aspect of the show. No, here's the thing. In the original iteration, that's accurate. The ooze is alien.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean the ooze, but I mean it's
That's,
not like
no,
turtles
that's
fly down in space.
no, that's not what they were saying.
See, that was like everything
That's
I
what
was
every-
reading.
that's
and
what everybody was-
seeing is
no.
everybody was like turtles and spaceships. I'm like, what?
They weren't talking about turtles and spaceships. They were talking about their origins being from space, which is true if you go back to the ooze.
Demistar disapproves. Demistar disapproves.
Give us started with this.
Death Star, you can't go.
Another fun thing. There's a great article I read the other day where someone went over every Turtles iteration that has been done outside of the original comic books and said this is why nothing Turtles is right, and everything.
Well, by that aspect, Robert, nothing is wrong either. So I mean, it's like give a kid a paintbrush, turn him loose. Hey, turtles!
Hey, if you do that, though, that's how the prequels happen for Star Wars.
Ha
But the prequels had a purpose behind their madness.
Wow, those are good points. The only question I have is, if let's say they did with the aliens, right? How did they get the turtles? Why would turtles come from space? Did the aliens take the turtles and brought them back to space?
The ooze.
The ooze.
The ooze. Space.
That's interesting. But it looks like they didn't change anything, because Jar Jar Binks over here looks just like an alien. I think they just changed the title. That's what I think.
So good. That's like that thing I saw earlier that said if Abrams messes up Star Wars, the seventh Star Wars movie, he's going to be known as J.J. Abrams for the rest of his life. Or Jar Jar Abrams.
Abrams, he's already going to mess it up. And I just pissed off so many people.
I like the Star Trek.
What has he done? I'm drawing a blank.
Abrams started out as a music composer for television, and he ended up being one of the main story writers for a lot of the stuff in the 90s and early 2000s that holds a strong place in a lot of people. Most people know him best as the guy who created Lost.
Oh, God.
Never watched it.
But he was a series writer for so many different shows in the 90s. And I can't even name them off the top of my head. I don't remember what they are. But I know he's done a lot of work. And then after that, he wanted to try his hand at directing. And he had such a credit coming out of Lost that they let him reboot Star Trek.
So he's the one responsible for those.
Yes. Okay. And he also did Super 8, which is a Spielberg love message.
Yeah.
So, are you actually going to go see it in theaters, Chicken, or are you just going to pass on it altogether?
Here's a history. I've seen every single Turtle movie ever made in the theater. This will be the first one I would not see. That's just my decision. That's how strong it is. Even 2007, I even saw that one too in the premiere.
That one was good. And the thing about this one though, can it be worse than Turtles and the Turtles in Time movie?
I like that.
You mean Turtles 3?
Yeah. Be worse than that.
That's a good point. I was about to put it in the same category. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to wait for people to see it.
That is the movie where they lost the Jim Henson Creature Shop and they handed it off to some third-rate studio to do the costumes for the third movie.
And then Saban ended up with it.
Saban got a hold of
It was
it?
a new mutation.
Yeah, the thing with the granny turtle, or the girl turtle, and she looked like a grandma.
Oh, God.
That's
I know they did a Power Rangers. What was Mega Rangers?
Space.
It was in space.
Yeah.
It was they did a crossover with Turtles, and I'm sitting there going, if
Well, keep going.
the Sentai fans of that series are crying in a corner somewhere.
Now, Chicken, your opinion on, and I can't remember the name of the movie. It was the crossover movie they did in like 2009 with the current run show and the old show.
Of what?
Turtles.
You talking about Turtles
It's
Forever?
like at the new animation, and they had to fight some mega battle thing.
Yeah, is that Turtles Forever?
Yes.
That's the one, Turtles Forever.
I didn't know that existed.
I didn't either.
It's awesome, honestly.
It's good. I think it's better than Turtles 3.
Yes, everything's better than Turtles 3.
Maybe not.
Except that
Just looking at that, the image, that horrifying image that's sitting in front of you, is better than Turtles 3.
you know what that looks like to me?
He's got a no face.
Have you guys ever played Rayman?
Are we talking about the Rayman game or the game based on the
I
movie
think
Rayman?
he's talking about the rabbits in Rayman.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking like,
The rabbits. It looks like a green
I was
rabbit
thinking
with
like,
glasses.
definitely Walmart kind of Rayman.
No, not Rain Man. Rayman. Then you know
They talk about the movie.
circles.
Walmart.
That was creepy. That was a good point. I got another question. Check it out. I got another one. Let's put it on since we're there. Oh, there I go. I'm sorry, I messed up.
Ah, the chicken!
It's chicken. No. How about this one here? I'm actually looking forward to this. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's a big Godzilla
Okay,
nut.
no. The American trailers have not done it justice. Have you seen the Asian trailer?
Oh, it was
Where
beautiful.
Watanabe says mankind's biggest flaw. He gives this quote about Mother Nature and about our inability to control it, and then there's a pause, and you see Godzilla, and he goes, "Let them fight." So it is a monster versus monster movie.
That just so happy because it's like for a long time it's like, Chicken. Have you ever seen Final Wars?
I don't remember. I'll be honest.
Final
Godzilla
Wars
versus
was
everything.
was the last one they did. The last one Toho did by themselves.
Is it after 2000?
It's
What,
yeah.
they did a lot.
2000. Let me see. I'm sorry.
Or I thought they were newer than that.
No, 2004.
No,
4 or
they.
5. Yeah, it's
No.
4 or 5. I'm telling you, Robert.
That's Zilla.
Wow, Final Wars was 2004.
Yeah. Anyway, this movie. I'm stealing it out of Robert's hand. This movie is Chicken. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it because the best part of the whole thing, Godzilla runs up on Zilla, which is what they call the American 1998 Godzilla, which was not. Well, it was a lizard.
You mean that crappy Godzilla one with Puff Daddy?
Yes, with Puff Daddy. And Godzilla kicks the crap out of it, and then fire breathes it to death.
No, the fight actually goes, Zilla gets a headbutt in, runs past Godzilla, Godzilla turns, Zilla jumps, gets knocked down into the Sydney Opera House, and then gets irradiated.
He gets taped.
I gotta see this. I want to see it get destroyed.
It was like a minute long. It was like the
You can
whole
find
thing
it on
was a minute
YouTube.
long.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, is it Final Wars or is it the one before Final Wars where they talk about how in America they came across a Godzilla and they go, no, that's not Godzilla.
It's that one.
It's that one? Okay.
that one.
It's a Zilla.
It's a Zilla, but it's not Godzilla.
It might be the one before that one. It's either that one or Tokyo SOS, which is the one right before that one.
Yeah.
Because Tokyo SOS was 03, and then that one was 04, and that was the big draw because it was the 50th anniversary, and they just had a field day.
They did Destroy All
Godzilla
Monsters
killed
again.
everything.
It was the remake of Destroy All Monsters.
I watched Destroy All Monsters the other night, and I love Godzilla. I've seen every Godzilla. I've seen Godzilla versus the Werewolf, or what's that? Which wasn't even Toho. It was a British company.
Legend.
It's funny. It's
The
funny
last,
looking.
the last one I saw was 2000. That was last week. That's the last
Oh
one.
man,
There's so much good that you've missed.
the ones between the one that came out, the one that's coming out, and 1998 are probably my favorite block of Godzilla
The
movies.
Millennium Block.
The the Millennial Godzilla movies are fantastic.
Because they
There
don't.
is no bad Godzilla movie to me, except maybe the one that's mostly Minya.
The one where it's the kid who's projecting his life of being abused.
And then it's Godzilla and Minya have a conversation.
And
Oh, that one. You showed me that.
that was horrid.
What about the
It's
baby
like they're all
Godzilla?
wrong.
Remember that one? What about,
Godzilla's like, "Rah!" and Minya's like, "Eh."
what about the baby Godzilla? Remember that one? The little baby one?
Father ever in that movie.
Hey, chicken.
Remember the baby Godzilla?
Yeah, that's Minya.
Nina?
Well, there's baby Godzillas.
Well, there's Minya, and then
Godzuki.
no, Godzuki's from the cartoon.
Yeah.
And Godzuki. Yeah.
Ugh.
There's Mania, and there's I don't even think they refer to him as anything other than Junior, do they? The one from the 90s millennial run?
I don't think so. I mean,
He's not Minya.
It's essentially Minya, but
They never call him Minion
Yeah,
because
it's like-
it's its own continuum.
yeah, it's like
That's the one where Godzilla, because that series ends with Godzilla going Nova and baby Godzilla going to his father, who goes Nova, detonates, and then in the shadow you see baby Godzilla grow into full Godzilla. So
I need some catching up to do.
being a different other than Minya is Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2, the one that did in the early.
oh yeah,
You got that on
Yeah.
VHS.
because that was the one where the baby was confused because Mechagodzilla was in the skin to look like Godzilla.
Yeah. There's like 3 I haven't seen.
That's okay. You can watch them on YouTube like I do.
There's 30, Robert.
I've watched them all.
Most of them are out of print.
They for a while they had all of them on Netflix.
I know. I've watched.
He's aware.
I'm very aware. I am very aware, sir. How many times have you watched Rodan in the last month, sir?
I haven't watched Rodan in the last month, but I have watched Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla twice.
They have my copy of that.
Yeah, sitting over there.
Complete with Desodroya.
Destroyer!
Desodroya!
So I take it everybody's going to see the new movie, right? 'Cause
Oh.
I'm going to see this.
We've been invited to the Atlanta screening,
At
actually.
the IMAX by 10.
Yeah, but I
can't
will
go. I'll be
I
on
will
time.
very likely be at the IMAX up here with Hans and Nick. So
I'll probably come let Robert down with my blaster and be like, "Achoo! Achoo! Give me your IMAX Achoo!"
I'm going to take everybody to the forum and see this movie.
hold me up for my IMAX glasses.
With the Power Rangers in space, nonetheless. Actually, I take that back. Gun knife.
What is that? Oh no, kids, don't try this at home. It's okay. Well, well, I got another one for you guys. This
All right.
This one's called The Rumor Mill. Oh, I got this one. Hold up. I'm sorry.
Are you
This
fine?
movie's coming out. And this is true. I didn't make this up.
Oh, God.
This is a movie that's coming out.
What?
Yes. Peeps
Well-
the movie.
They're monetizing.
CG.
They're monetizing everything. You know, Angry Birds has a cartoon and a bunch of like direct-to-home video movies. So I mean, I don't see why not.
I don't
The
know.
Hollywood is in dire need of a wake-up call that independent films that are original content will still make money. That is, they're terrified to try anything original.
But I mean, what kind of storyline can you have with marshmallows coated in sugar?
Do not question the ability to write stuff based on candy. Disney did 3 seasons of the Gummy Bears, and they made it medieval. Don't forget that. And that show was awesome.
You know what my response is to that? Masters of the Universe, and it has nothing to do with you. Ha!
Dolph Lundgren? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't-
Holy long. Based off of a cartoon.
Based off of a terrible cartoon and a whole lot of.
And the director of that is so proud of that movie. Not because it's bad, but because he's like, for what I had to make and what I had to work on, this is the best movie I could have made.
Well, I'll give him props for that then. You know, it's like the thing with Ultraman. Dun dun dun, I'm a star. But like the thing with Ultraman, going back to the Godzilla thing, I should have brought this up a minute ago. There is an episode of Ultraman where they were so low on funds, they had so little money, they borrowed the Godzilla suit and put a Velociraptor frill on it.
What?
And Ultraman fought it. and at the end, Ultraman rips the frill off of Godzilla. You can plainly tell it's 1960s Godzilla, and then he kicks it, and then he disappears because he's Ultraman, and that's what he does.
Wow. I just lost a lot of brain cells. Can't believe what I just heard there. Oh my gosh. What is Hollywood doing? Don't watch this movie. You know why I don't like this movie? Because it's offensive. Look at this. You got a bunch of birds that you're eating. You know how I feel about that. What type of thing is this? Making us out of candy? Oh, you know how I feel about that. Well, we're going to play a game. You ready for this? Everybody knows this game. Then I'm going to get into the video game questions afterwards. All right?
All right.
All right.
Well, let's do this. All right. Let's see. I'm going to ask a question. This one's called remakes, since we're talking about remakes. Okay. Which one is better? Clash of the Titans or Clash of the Titans?
The original.
The original.
That's
Original.
no contest, isn't it?
You had one all of that.
That's fantastic.
And it was so cheesy.
See?
But
No, actually, for the time, that's not cheesy. It's seen as cheesy now,
Right.
but when that thing was made, that was like amazing.
Well,
Really?
see, the thing is I'm a connoisseur of bad. Chicken, you don't really know me yet. I love 60s to 80s obscure, low-budget sci-fi. Love it.
Oh, that's
And
good.
the original is not bad, though. That's
No,
the thing.
it's a good movie.
really good movie.
Yeah.
And the remake, the problem with the remake is they just kind of were like, yeah, let's
300 everything.
yeah, there's that.
What do you think, Retro Red? What do you think about it?
The original, definitely. No doubts. Because, I mean, like I said, it's seen as cheesy now, but it was so awesome cheesy. And just, you can't beat it.
That and the remake got rid of the Clockwork Bird. They
the
had it in one
Clockwork.
scene.
Yeah,
They had it in one scene. He finds it. He's like, "What's this?"
Chunk.
I miss those days. We used to have Beastmaster and Conan. You know, some good movies. Red Sonja.
The remake of Conan is terrible.
Never saw
Oh
it.
no, you can't top Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's ridiculous.
That is, Schwarzenegger actually doesn't look anything like Conan's supposed to look. The
He's
guy
just
they
a good guy.
got closer to the actual description. The problem is the guy they got to do the remake of Conan is also the guy they got to butcher Friday the 13th.
Oh my.
You
You
look
watched
at
that
the
the other day, and I haven't got to watch. You are talking about the new one, right?
yes.
Because I've seen all the classics a million times.
Okay, the guy they got to do, and I even think he's behind one of the Titan films, actually. It's the same director, and his track record pretty much is remakes, reboots, and rehashes, up until you hit,
So he works for Asylum?
no.
Ah, see what I did there? I'm a train.
I would love to work for Asylum because it's paid.
Dude, I would love to work for Asylum because I think, like, with that Abraham Lincoln movie, was it Vampire Hunter?
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, and then they did the Abraham Lincoln versus the Zombies.
Where did they come up with this stuff?
It was a legitimately
Actually-
better movie.
But both of those movies were awesome in their own respect, and I know half of the cast from Abraham Lincoln and the Zombies.
But see, the thing is like,
If you watch my boxing movie, the guy that screams and you're responsible, the lawyer, was in Abraham Lincoln versus the Zombies.
so is Cassandra.
Oh my. I got another movie right here, guys. Check it out. I got another series. Let's see if you like this. I'm sorry. Let's see. No, that's not it. Okay. I know this is a no contest, but I just want to put it out there.
See that? I'm torn. I'm
hold
torn.
up, hold up. That's not the 90s one.
That's the...
I know. That's the one from the 70s.
That's the one
TV
with
movie.
Red Brown.
The TV movie.
Where all he does, it's Red Brown doing what Red Brown is doing, not Red Brown stuff. He's not screaming in that. Brown
Yeah,
Jackson
I'm
screams.
torn because it's schlocky 60s, 70s TV movie, and I love it.
But the closest thing he gets to doing anything Captain America is he uses meat to fight people.
that's why
Wait, he uses meat to fight people?
there's two of them. The fact that they made two of them.
And the second one has Christopher Lee.
I
made
like
two
the
of
new
them.
one.
The second one has Christopher Lee.
They also made a horrid Doctor Strange musical. Did you know that?
Yeah, they did.
It's atrocious.
See, so which one you guys will want to watch?
Go with the newer one because I'm
The new
really
one,
enjoying it.
I like the casting of Chris Evans in the new one. My problem with the first Captain America movie in the current run is that all the good stuff is done in montage. We get very little Captain America. We get a whole lot of backstory, and then a montage, and then a final fight.
Everybody needs a montage.
Montage.
I love it. I agree with you. This was a little cheesy.
I'm torn. I'm gonna go with the new one because
It's more faithful to the character.
well, it's a legitimate movie, whereas that's 70s TV schlock.
Yeah.
It's
And
not
he's
fake.
got a clear shield.
His helmet is a motorcycle helmet with stuff painted on it.
I know. But it's Red Brown. But he's not doing Red Brown
But
stuff.
I mean, Don.
He's not.
Don. Don.
He looks like he got on the set of Chips and stole their stuff and painted it. That's what he,
Brown. He didn't have to steal it. He just walked on set and screamed at them, and they ran away.
It's Captain Herpaderp. I mean,
I don't always hurt, but when I do, I hurt the dirt.
Captain Special Needs Derp. I
These
mean,
wings on the helmet.
no offense to anyone with special needs, but I mean, that picture, that very picture that
No,
you have on
no,
the screen,
no,
looks
no.
like he is herping and derping as the picture is taken.
You said special needs. I just saw a special needs version of the Avengers. And
They've
someone
already done that. Dexter. Dexter's Laboratory.
Okay, yeah.
Gronk.
Yeah.
Oh.
Major Glory and all of them, yeah.
And Gronk.
I was actually thinking someone like an Iron Lung as Iron Man floating around. But we'll just leave that where it's at.
Yeah, let's stop with that.
I love it. So I guess we all agree on the same thing, because this was a ridiculous show.
Completely emptied out.
That was easy. I'm going to give you a tough one. Give you a challenge.
All
All
right.
right.
No, it probably isn't a challenge, but I'll try better. I don't know if this is a challenge, but check it out.
The new one.
Stallone.
Stallone was not Dread, though.
Stallone wasn't Dread. It was just like it was Total Recall Part 2. Or not Recall.
The new
What
one
was
is
it? Not Total Recall. What is it? Wesley Snipes.
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. It was Demolition Man 2, basically.
I got
Just
no
not only
opinion on
Wesley
this because
Snipes.
I've never really
The
seen
new
it.
one is
Correct.
extremely accurate to the comic books.
It's also
though.
apparently extremely gory. I mean,
The comic books are
I know.
gory. Remember,
That's strange.
this is the comic books franchise where Judge Dredd looks at a guy and says, "I am the law," and he goes, "Really? What are you going to do to me?" He goes, "Beware the fist of Dredd," and punches straight through his face and out the back of his skull.
through the face.
Is that the new one? Because I didn't see the new one.
No, that's in the comics.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I didn't put it on TV.
Judge Dredd is a very gory comic book series.
I
Funny
said I
fact-
couldn't do it then.
Funny fact about Judge Dredd. Extremely popular in England. Like, hugely popular.
Really?
It's satire on American government, is what it is.
Yeah,
We need
it's
more
like,
Judge Dredds in New York.
it's like Spider-Man.
What's that?
We need more Judge Dredds, Judge Dredds in America. Be a better place. What do you think?
I don't know about that. But again, you live in a more crime-infested area than we do. We live in Chattanooga, where
I don't know, the Chattanooga side is pretty bad.
It
The side
can
we're
be.
on is not that.
I mean,
Not that
we've got Russell
Where
Boulevard.
I work. I mean, I work down the street. I literally work a block from one of the most dangerous streets in America. So, I mean, it's like in the top 20.
Yeah, you told me about that. You've Googled
Fagan
it.
and Doris.
Okay, I'll just hire RoboCop instead. That's
It
it.
might be.
I mean, play
Hey,
another
Whit-
one.
RoboCop.
The old one.
That's what I was going to say. What's his name?
Peter Weller.
Peter Weller.
The old one was way better. Let's try another one. I think I have another one.
Yeah, the new one's already hit theaters and it already bombed because the new one, it's like, yeah, we're gonna give him a nice redesign, we're gonna do all this other stuff, and then they use the whole war on terror angle rather than the crime within the cities.
What you got for us, Chicken?
Oh, check it out. Don't worry. I got this.
Old. Actually, that's a toss-up, but I still prefer the old one.
It's hard to not like Jackie Chan, but you know,
Jackie Chan brought something completely original to the mentor role.
Isn't that Jaden Smith though?
It is.
I automatically hate it.
But you know, it's hard to beat Mr. Miyagi because, and this is going to be probably might be a little out there, but every old Asian guy to me is Mr. Miyagi.
See,
Wax off.
my only real problem with the new one is that it's not the Karate Kid; it's the Kung Fu Kid.
Jackie Chan cartoon?
Yes.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But the original is a coming-of-age underdog story. The new one is more or less a let's just hit the high marks and pay tribute to the original, but miss the point.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Okay. Oh my, that's amazing. Yeah, I prefer the old one too. Mr. Miyagi, you're right. It's hard to hate Jackie Chan, but that little boy in the bottom, you can't stand him.
He's a loser.
Sorry.
He's a bum.
Yeah,
He's only got a career because of who his dad is.
No,
that's
there's
true.
about that family. Will Smith's wife was in a death metal band called Wicked Wisdom.
I know. Oh yeah, I've heard of it. She's terrible.
Oh, that's Will Smith's kid?
She's atrocious. But yeah, she was in a death metal band, and the press made the whole metal press, the whole metal community made this big deal. Oh my God, it's Will Smith's wife! And then her album came out, and everybody's like, oh, never mind. Back to what you were doing. We'll talk about Metallica some more. Okay. Then that didn't happen. Metal and film communities both do that. So
It was completely weird. I agree. I was gonna go to another one. Check this out. I didn't give you a challenge. This one's gonna be a little weird. I know you guys remember this movie back in the day. There we go. Boom. Footloose.
Kevin Bacon.
The original.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon.
It's a better story. Yeah? Every year is like they're doing some crazy dancing. The new one.
Wasn't it like made by MTV or something?
No.
It feels like it.
The new one was all what they did with the new one was they took the message of the original, which was that this kind of dancing is what leads to precarious behavior.
Master Splinter disapproves.
And they took that and said, well, instead of just having it be this type of dancing leads to this, we'll just have them doing sexual dancing.
Master Sprinter.
Sprinter?
Master Sprinter.
Sprinter.
I don't know. It's something. It's something about the new movie. I don't know. The old concept of the old movie was about banning them from dancing. But the thing is that they didn't dance dirty. The new one seems like they're just dirty dancing. It makes no sense. It defeats the purpose of proving them wrong.
Well, again, the new one took the concept of the original and just sexified it.
Yeah, and it defeats the purpose of the story. The story to prove that they wouldn't use that, like Kevin Bacon did at the end of the movie. Yeah, it makes no sense. I'm sorry, that was weird. Let's go to the next movie. I got some more. And I got some interesting stuff you're going to like. Okay, let's do... try... Oh boy, I might cause some controversy with this one. I'm going to do it.
What is that?
Annie.
I don't know. I'm at a complete loss.
You've never seen Annie before?
I've seen the original. I didn't know they remade it.
It's not out yet.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, so I'm all for what they're doing with the new one. The problem is the Annie movie is based off of the Little Orphan Annie comic strip, which the movie has absolutely nothing to do with the comic strip outside of the origin story, and that's the Annie everybody knows, and that's what they're remaking. Is the
one that everybody knows.
That what everybody knows. The Little Orphan Annie stuff, she saves the world multiple times.
See, the thing is,
That's Little Orphan Annie.
right.
Because it's in A Christmas Story.
That's exactly what I was going at, because be sure to drink your Ovaltine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But, I mean...
That's Little Orphan Annie. That's what they made that movie off of.
Right.
And they're remaking that movie.
They're removing.
Yeah, they're remaking. And they're diversifying it, and I'm fine with them doing that.
I'm not afraid of that. I'm going to not try to go too far on a limb here, but I would be afraid they'd try to play the race card a little much. You know, she's an orphan, blah. You know, instead of just being, she's an orphan. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's supposed to be a faithful remake. They're
Okay, well, I have no
they're
problem
just
with
coloring up the cast and making it. They're doing what a lot of people are trying to do, and it's fine. I have no problem with that.
No.
But again, you're remaking a movie that was only about the first 5 strips of a comic book series.
Yeah.
See, the only thing I know about Annie is red hair.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow.
But it's funny.
I love it.
No.
No.
I won't.
You just Splinter? You gonna eat him? No.
Nah.
Hey, me.
Me. Check this out. I got a different one. I got a couple movies here. That would you think they should be remade or should they leave it alone? Now, check it out. Now, I'm going to start with a movie we kind of touched upon. Where is it? There it is. You think they should remake this movie?
I think they should leave it dead.
Yeah.
It's bad enough that if I ever meet Courtney Cox, I will have her sign my copy.
Yeah.
And she'll probably look at me like, I'm not in that. No, that's you right there. No, I'm not. No, that's you right there.
Is she in that?
Yes.
A
very young Courtney Cox was in that movie.
very, very different opinion here.
They could make it better, though. There's
No,
possibilities.
that movie is good on its own merit. The fact that you have Frank, and I can never say his last name right, Ligerio, as Skeletor, hamming it up and being the best actor in the whole thing.
My problem was Dolph Lundgren and all the teenager stuff. It's like, I hate Dolph Lundgren to begin with because he ruined The Punisher, and shut up, I hate Dolph Lundgren.
He didn't ruin The Punisher. The script to The Punisher ruined The Punisher. They were trying to cash in on that while they still have the rights.
I'm going to blame Dolph Lundgren on that.
Well, if they did it, they would have, and I mean have to at least do it once. The thing from the internet video where he's transforming from the cartoon and singing, "Hey, hey," they would have to do that one. What's going on?
See, the thing is I believe in the right hands, it can be a phenomenal sci-fi fantasy movie. But the problem is 300 exists, so it would instantly be a homoerotic bloodfest.
That's
Like,
true.
I love 300, but I know where you're going with that.
You know, it's like a bunch of half-naked men killing each other. It's like, okay,
Again,
how many of those movies do we need? I love violence.
Especially-
The one from the 80s got 2 things absolutely right, and the rest of the movie is absolutely wrong.
Anything
two
with a
thi-
teenager is wrong.
The 2 things it got right was casting Frank, and it's right there, Legalia,
Yeah.
as Skeletor, and letting him just go. And Meg Foster as Evil Lynn.
I agree with the Skeletor part.
The Meg Foster as Evil Lynn, having met that woman, that's not contacts in those. That's her eyes. Her eyes are that blue.
Wow.
She's an actress who has trouble landing parts because her eyes are so blue. They always cast her as either an alien or somebody that's got something wrong with her. So,
See, the thing is in the wrong hands, it would be the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like the thing with, well, I can't say that anymore, but, like how Marvel was having trouble, and then they did the Marvel animated, because, Planet Hulk and Hulk versus Wolverine.
That was good stuff there.
That's all amazing stuff. So, it's like, with the live-action Hulk movies.
Those were atrocious.
Good thing I didn't put that on the program.
Like, So there can be good brought out of it, but at the same time, it could be atrocious. It depends on who got their hands on it, really. And most likely, it would be what's his name? Not Peter Jackson. The guy that does action movies.
Oh boy.
All the Michael Bay.
Oh no, Michael Bay! Don't give him any scripts.
The
Transformers and Explosions.
The problem with Masters of the Universe being remade is the problem with everything going on in Hollywood now, which is if it's a license that can draw money, you put it through the formula machine. You don't let anybody have any creative input in it. It just goes through the process.
Well, see,
it has this point, this point, this point. Give it to this director. He'll get it done. Put this actor in it. Throw it out there. Make your money. Throw it away.
As a toy collector and someone who sells toys, Masters of the Universe, like that stuff, like the toys from the 80s, they hold tremendous value.
Yeah.
Like anything on a card, like anything still on the card, Masters of the Universe,
you're looking
$25 at least.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
I had the He-Man toy when I was, a young bird.
Yeah. I had He-Man that.
I had both castles. I was a spoiled brat. I had both castles, like
I've still got
trunk
two.
Oh, I had that one too.
You know, it's like I had all the Ninja Turtle stuff, everything but Krang and the Ninja Turtle stuff. When Power Rangers came out, I got it all.
I still got Dragon's Castle Grayskulls.
Got two Castle Grayskull?
Me and my brother had one, and my brother's stuff got left with my stuff, and then he doesn't want it. So it's just like,
Castle
two
Grayskull.
Castle Grayskulls.
We can use one on Snake Mountain. Oh no, nobody bought Prince Adam. That's the one I never wanted. But I got another movie. Check it out.
All right, what you got?
Here, one more. I'll do one more so we get to the questions. Let's see. Oh boy, here we go. I'm gonna pick a good one. You know what? Let me pick this one. I personally believe they should have made this one a remake of this.
No.
Never should ever touch this movie.
They should be murdered if they do, like viciously.
Luckily, Spielberg and Zemeckis, I think, still hold the rights to that.
Thank God.
Maybe a sequel.
No.
If it was written good,
But with Michael J. Fox.
then.
Mostly because Fox insisted on replaying Marty, and it's like, no, don't. Just stop.
Well, I mean.
I couldn't imagine anyone else playing Marty McFly. And the thing is, Christopher Lloyd could still do it. Christopher Lloyd could probably still do it because he's still alive and everything. But, him and Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd balanced each other so well, in my opinion.
And Lloyd hasn't changed in over 30 years.
No,
he's still the crazy old man with the overacting.
What the funny thing is, though, is, in the second movie when he was like, yeah, I got my blood replaced and my skin refinished and all that stuff, and I'm sitting there looking at him now, I'm going, I believe he really did that. I think he did that. Because, I've actually got to ride the Universal ride, but it's still...
Twice.
Yeah, I rode it twice, too, and they did the video, and Christopher Lloyd's in that, the guy who played Biff's in that.
Yep.
Biff still looks like Biff. And
Biff still looks like Biff now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I wish they wouldn't have got rid of that ride. The only one that still exists is the Universal Tokyo.
Well, they got rid of it because there was not... Well, it's not that it was old. If you were on the bottom level and you had any variation of a back problem, you were not walking out of that room. Because the ones on the bottom level, pretty much threw you around.
But that ride was so awesome. Those movies are probably my favorite out of the 80s. Even though the last one was released in 90, I think.
Power of Love.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, anytime I hear that anywhere, I think Back to the Future. It's that song from Back to the Future, Yep. But movies are... when I watch them, I usually sit down and watch all three of them in one day. It's a whole day thing for me.
You mentioned...
I want a DeLorean because of that movie. I know someone who has a DeLorean, and he just messaged me the other day. It's running. David, if you're watching, girl, you know what for it. But yeah, he owns a DeLorean, and he just messaged me, the DeLorean's alive, and I'm like, pictures, or it didn't happen.
Did you ask him if it went 88 point whatever gigawatts?
1.21 gigawatts, maybe.
A little rusty on my Back to the Future.
And yet you had a DeLorean.
I did. I had a ride on DeLorean.
Watch the Christmas special.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of agree with you guys because if they made this movie today, they probably will hire Mark Wahlberg or Mike Cera just to take his place.
Mark Wahlberg. No.
Or Michael Cera or Justin J. or Eisenberg, whatever his name is. They'd probably do something like that.
Doing decent, but the problem is Fox was a last-minute bring-on.
Yeah, because the original guy
got canned
because he wasn't doing as well as they thought he was going to.
And they just let Fox have it go at it, and they didn't even want to bring him in. It was the success of Teen Wolf. They were like, maybe he's viable.
Yeah.
So
who can feasibly do the role, and everyone's gonna get mad at me because I'm mad that he's Batman.
Affleck?
Ben Affleck?
Batfleck.
Why are you mad at him? Fleck's a great actor.
He is. I
think
He gets a lot of flack for his early career stuff, and nobody seems to take any presence to the fact that he has matured as an actor over the last 30 years.
I'm sorry, Mallrats. He was amazing in Mallrats.
Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean,
Yeah.
That woman, that girl, she's 15. It's in a very uncomfortable place. What, like the back of a Volkswagen?
Oh boy. Well, I'm glad. Well, Ben Affleck's not that bad. I don't know. I'll give him a chance. Because you know what? He reminds me of Michael Keaton. Because nobody cared about Michael Keaton. Remember?
They didn't, and nobody liked
Heath Ledger as the Joker.
And it's funny because when you bring that up to people, it's like, no, I was all for it. Really?
Nobody was.
I
wasn't. I was like,
alone.
fudge that.
I was alone in that defense for the longest time.
Actually, I was opposed to them messing with Batman at all. I was like, Adam West or nothing.
Burt Ward. That's awesome. Awesome. That was a good sec. Let me see.
Credit. Brought the Romero laugh.
What's that now?
Oh, it's all right. That was the segment. I got some questions.
All right. Shoot.
Some video game questions. I don't know if you guys heard about this. You know that Reggie from Nintendo came up with a new commercial about something that's coming on E3. About Best Buy. Every Best Buy, everyone's gonna get to play Super Smash Brothers.
Yes.
What do you think about it? Good idea? Bad idea? Or are you gonna go to Best Buy?
That's going to sell some Wii U's because people are going to be like, oh my god, I got to play it and I like it. They're going to go buy it for the Wii U. It's like the Mario Kart coming out May 30th. That's going to sell systems. I've already got a bundle announced for it because they know nobody's got a Wii U except for me. And
it's like I don't think I've hooked it up in probably a year and a half.
No one's got a Wii U except for me, and essentially they're going to sell some systems that way. With the Mario Kart and Smash Bros, oh yeah.
Well, I mean, anytime you talk about like a legacy franchise coming onto a system, as long as the game isn't Mario's Missing.
Mario Sunshine was that way too.
Mario Sunshine's great.
I like Mario Sunshine. You know, as long as it's not Mario's Missing or Mario's Time Machine.
Oh, don't get me started on Mario's Time Machine.
Mario RPG? What do you think about that game?
My favorite game of all time.
I had a feeling.
But as far as the Best Buy Smash Brothers, I don't care. I'm not a Smash Brothers person.
It's okay. I think it's going to be a success.
But, you know, it's one of those games you have to have
You have to understand, I was a tournament fighting game player for the longest time. Nothing will turn you off from Smash than being around tournament Smash players who insist that you play on a certain stage with certain rules and no items.
And items are what make the games.
And
stupid.
Watching me play is the most boring thing ever, and they insist that is the only way to play, and they have done it for so long that the fans that love the game that are opposed to that idea have taken the course of the same mentality. So you have two polarizing opposite forces going, this is the proper way to play, no, this is the proper way to play, and people that actually want to play going, can we just not play the game?
Can we just play?
We either play or not play.
And it's become such a thing that I gave up on Smash. It's just
I like it.
I'll play it. If John pulls it out and says let's play, I'll play. But other than that,
well, you know, it's like I'm getting like anti-social moods, I guess. And it's like this is the last thing I want to play when I'm like don't want to be around anyone. Is Smash Brothers. It's like
I mean, I'd honestly rather play Mario Kart or something like that.
I
in a
suck
social.
at Mario Kart.
Hey,
I love it, but
You're
I
not
suck
supposed to
at
be
it.
good at Mario Kart. You're supposed to
Chicken,
be the
do you have a
guy.
Wii U?
Me, I want to get one. I play it, but I don't own one.
When
I would
you
not tell-
you get one, we need to trade friend codes and stuff. We'll play some Mario Kart. How's that sound?
I don't mind. I'll play Smash Brothers or Mario Kart. I'll play any game. I think I'll be awesome. You'll be my first one. I think it's gonna be a success. You know what I mean? I think in E3, Nintendo just got the edge because I hear nothing about Sony or Xbox. Well,
They're not going to win this console war. That's already
No, they're
done
not
deal.
going to win the console war, and don't count Sony out. Sony's got
No, so
some-
I think Sony's already won. I don't think.
No,
Sony's
I'm not talking about the
won.
console war. I'm talking about for E3. Sony's being really quiet for Sony. Microsoft's still playing, tuck your tail between your legs and make apologies.
Well, Microsoft sold the PlayStation 4 and the Wii U better than Nintendo or Sony ever could have with the whole digital rights media
And what's
all that
sad,
stuff. And
what's
they had
really
to
sad-
backtrack on
What's
it.
really sad is their one selling point for the Xbox One, and when they originally announced it, was Killer Instinct, and the company behind it now works away from Microsoft.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Titanfall because that seems to be a big deal.
But that's funny because Titanfall is sold better for the 360 than it has for the One.
Yeah. Because no one wants to get a 1 because the 1 is...
And no-
I know
and
one
even
person
though-
who's got a 1.
and-
Derek has a 1.
And
And he likes it.
and what's sad is most people are already done with Titanfall because it's mostly online only.
It doesn't have a single-player game. It doesn't
The
have,
single player campaign is pretty much a tutorial.
yeah,
essentially.
That's
it's a real
stupid.
story.
Yeah,
I mean, that's my thing with these new gen consoles. Is I love my PlayStations. I've always loved my PlayStations. I have all three of the ones I have. I've had for eons. Like I've had my PlayStation 3 since I bought it in 08, 09. Still works great. Does everything I need it to. Blu-ray, digital media, games. The works. Netflix, YouTube, apps. It does everything. Why on earth would I want to buy something newer
It
that
doesn't play.
disables all that?
But the 4 doesn't disable all that.
No, but
They were talking about it.
No, they weren't.
There was a bunch of rumors and stuff.
There was a bunch of rumors because Microsoft was doing it, and that's why there was a bunch of rumors. And when what happened was Sony saw the backlash and went, "Yeah, let's not do that."
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the stupidest idea ever. Like, I'm more of a casual gamer than they are. They're more hardcore about it. I'm more of a casual gamer, but I am a movie fanatic. But, having to hook up a game system and then unhook it and hook up a DVD or a Blu-ray player is stupid to me. That's why the PlayStation 3 is perfect, because, Blu-ray, DVD, data disc, anything I
not
want.
to mention you watch all your Sentai.
USB.
It's like USB drives.
Yeah.
90% of the
And
stuff I watch
if
is
you've got a local
not
area,
American.
if you've got a local network in your house, you can connect every computer to it.
Yeah, you can connect the LAN and watch stuff remotely.
I actually agree with that because I got the PS3 right now. I just got one. And the thing is that, I got both Xbox and PS3, but I played the PS4 and the Xbox One. I tried them. And to be honest, I'm just going to be very honest, not because I'm biased. I like any system. I personally believe that they need to catch up. I think the Wii U's better because it got more games. I mean, I played PlayStation 4. It's got a nice interface. But you can't play MP3s. You don't have no DNLA. They have none of those on PS4. And is that going to be the new announcement on E3? Oh, you could do the stuff you were supposed to do on PS3, PS4. It's weird. Yeah, it's true. What happened? I'm sorry. I see your face. But it's very true. They can't do none of that stuff. I know. Look at the criticism that Nintendo got. They're talking about they're going to go downhill and everything. So far, the top two systems is Wii U and PlayStation 4. True, it took a long time, but Xbox One is not even moving. It just hit 5 million.
Well, it's like gritty reboots. If you've ever seen any of their stuff on YouTube, they're hilarious. But they did one for the Xbox One, and they did a Space Odyssey 2001 thing with it. where the Xbox One was like, I can't let you do that, Dave.
Actually, of all the websites, GameSpot did an article as to why Microsoft cannot win this generation, and it's not because they're not even saying that Microsoft, they're like they got cocky.
Yeah, like
They went in thinking they could just do what they wanted and people would do it because of the brand name. And what's happened is they've already fallen so far behind that third-party independent exclusive support is gone. No one's going to put a third-party independent or a third-party solo game on a console that is that far behind.
And the funny thing is, that's Nintendo's problem. No third-party support. However, except for Halo, Microsoft doesn't have any titles. They don't have any first-party titles. Now,
They did have Gears, and they don't even have. They got rid of the company and licensed the product.
Yeah, which I like Gears of War. I'm a Halo guy. I always will be. And Microsoft's holding my Halo hostage with the Xbox One. That's my problem.
And that's why Bungie left. They got tired of working on it. They wanted to work on something else.
Which, I mean, if it wasn't, what's it called? Whatever the new one's going to be. If it didn't have so much MMO stuff to it, I would be all up on it, but it's like an MMO shooter like Borderlands.
What, Destiny?
Oh, Destiny? Yeah.
But no, that's the thing, is the MMO stuff it's still single player.
I know, but I hate MMOs. Just
But
the principle.
you don't
of it.
have to do anything with the MMO side of it. They flat out said that. It's basically you're doing your game, and there's just other people running around.
I know.
That's still like.
I don't like it. Sometimes
Yeah,
I want to
it's
be
like when I want to play a game, I want to play a game by myself.
But you don't
unless I
have to
wanna play
connect
a
it.
game.
But you don't connect it. It'll still run.
What's the point? That's like the thing with World of Warcraft. Chicken, tell me if this makes sense to you. As a casual gamer, World of Warcraft makes no sense to me.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
Why
makes
would you
sense.
play a game you can't win? There is no win.
I think they set it up so you could replay it. That's how they do it. If you can't win, they just try to keep it going. That's how MMOs are.
When I play a game, I want to eventually win. Sure, I want to take a little while, but I want to win.
Yeah, but for casual gamers, they try to market you. You know what I mean? They try to drain money. Take as much money as possible. That's why I'm trying to get Arkham Knight. I'd rather have that than, Destiny and all these games.
The Batman games are great, but they have an end. It's like, I don't want to play something that doesn't have an end.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with MMORPGs. It's like, I'm a huge comic book fan, Superman. Fine, I won't play it because there is no win. Everybody's like, it's a wonderful game, you should play it. No win.
Well, it's like Flappy Bird, but we're not going to talk about that either.
Man, themselves over Flappy Bird.
Out, John, out.
Just saying.
Oh, it's true. I totally agree. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
17?
I don't know.
It was like 17 people killed themselves over Flappy Bird.
Yeah, they're bringing it back too. The guys bringing back the game. That's the sad part. Oh no.
Yeah, 17 people.
Flappy Bird. Why did they end Hero over Flappy Bird?
I don't know. Because
Sad, pathetic
things like
excuses.
phones with Flappy Bird on it
Are selling for a lot of money.
Not
on
anymore.
eBay, or they were going for a ton on eBay, but now there's all these like, I guess third-party fake ones. I guess what you call it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like they got their Flappy Bird,
Fix.
Don't blame it on those birds. We had nothing to do with it. It just took our name.
But anyway,
That's awesome.
what's your next question?
Well, actually, that was the last question. I gotta go to the restroom. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm a chicken. But if you guys want to plug anything in, now is the time.
Come on.
He's talking to us, and I have no idea what's going on.
No, because John slipped.
Yeah, I did, and I stopped myself mid-word. Thank you very much. Sorry.
Hey, at least it was you and not me. I figured.
It's all right. Well, if you guys get anything to plug in, you can plug it in right now.
Well,
Anything that's coming in advance or anything that's about to happen.
Yeah, we have a new episode Monday.
Do episode Monday, ChargerCon episode Monday.
And it's our longest episode yet. It is going to be 30 minutes long. It was 35. I managed to cut about 5 minutes off of it. Because I realized about 12 minutes of it was the Mario Kart tournament.
So, yeah.
It's a whole lot of tournament.
Yeah, it is.
We'll probably post that as
Oh,
a
that's
separate
gonna be
video.
a whole video on its own.
But yeah, that's the only thing I can think of that we've got.
We're working on some stuff tonight to fill in stuff. We've got the Star Wars collectibles thing coming up, which I don't know how many episodes that's going to be.
Are you a big Star Wars fan, Chicken?
Oh, I'm not the biggest, but I have no problem with it. I just like the original 3.
John and Retro Gold ran through John's collection, and we got, I don't know, 4 or 5 full videos worth out of that. John's ran away.
Where did he go? I'm the lost. Oh, did you get some bird seed?
Episode.
Yeah, I'm sure him.
We're gonna film some stuff tonight. We've got that episode. There's the episode after that we filmed 2 months ago.
Yeah.
We need to go out again in a couple of weeks if we can.
Yeah, hopefully money will be there.
Even if it's not there, we just need to go out.
Yeah, we had a roommate disappear, so we've got to find something.
That's awesome. How about what about you, Retro Blue? You got any concerts coming up?
We actually just ended our tour. We're about to start work on album number 2.
What about the film festival? Or the music?
The film festival?
No, it's not a film
Why am I
festival.
not invited to this?
You can come. We're holding a 2-day festival, April 30th and 31st in Calhoun, Georgia.
Nice.
Apparently, it's called the No Coast Festival. I'm going to argue with the guys about the name because I hate it.
No Coast?
That's what the No Coast is. Okay.
Tom Hanks in it?
Yeah, it's like 30, 35 southeastern bands, 2 days, camping, all kinds of stuff. We've got a DVD coming out of our homecoming show. We're going to re-release our first album in May with some extra stuff.
Cool.
As far as other stuff coming up with us, John, do you realize that we have been filming
For
these
a year.
episodes for a year?
Yeah, May makes a year. We started filming, the first episode was filmed last May.
But our anniversary isn't until September because that's when it went up.
Yeah. Because we met you, what, was it about October last year, November last year?
Seems about right. Around there.
Jeez, I took a picture of Mega Man 2 and you commented on it on Twitter. I'm just...
That's a good memory.
Well, and me and you, I brought it up to you, and you kind of liked the idea of doing another retrospective for Halloween.
Right.
For Castlevania.
Which
I want to do a whole spectacle thing.
Which we
and since we've got you live,
yes.
what I
want to do it with us, essentially.
Actually, no. What I was actually thinking is it's going to be a retrospective like we've been doing.
Right.
But would you like to do a little 10-minute video to send to me so that I can put on your thoughts on Castlevania on this? I want to make this big spectacle.
Oh, that'd be great. I love Castlevania.
5 or 6 interviews with people talking about what Castlevania means to them.
I would love it.
Right.
Interlace it within the retrospective as it's broken up into episodes.
Right. So we're going to try all our peeps, which is essentially
you,
him.
Protitus, RPG Tour Guide.
Which he's kind of fallen off the face of the earth.
RPG Tour Guide?
Yeah.
He published a video right before ours last one went live, and then he's not commented.
Which is unlike him. Usually he posts paragraphs in our comments.
And I'm going to hit up a few of the lesser internet celebrities to see if they want to do something.
Please do. That's all.
Not the ones like he was talking about earlier, because some of the ones, like, there are internet celebrities that are snobs,
Which is kind of pathetic, really.
and then there's internet celebrities like Movie Bob, the game theorists.
Y'all love
If you
them.
tag them, they'll favor you.
Yeah.
And they'll favor you, and they'll usually reply. And they'll tell you they don't usually have time to watch because that's all they do is make videos. But
We're at that point.
We'll get there.
but yeah, they will favor you, and they'll whatever. And then Movie Bob, if he gets the chance, will watch it. But he does like 7 things a week anyway.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna try to go after 8-Bit Eric.
Okay.
which automatically links us to the Game Chasers. But 8-Bit
Well, I wanna
a little bit easier to get a hold of. So
Well, the thing is, though,
because he follows me on Google Plus.
really,
Yes.
well, the goal is to go game chasing with the Game Chasers eventually.
Oh
Or
no!
take them on the hunt with us.
No. You realize just how similar we are to the Game Chasers. All right.
I don't know.
No. I'm not saying as far as what we do versus what they do. I'm saying you've got Billy and Jay who do their thing,
Right.
and then you got the two of us. And then when I was watching one of their old episodes, I was sitting there going, Jay's a Tekken fan. I'm a Tekken fan. I would love to go to one of these cons where they're at and with a camera on my back and be like, you! I challenge you!
And we gotta grow. We gotta grow with clan because we got you.
Yep.
Retro Chicken. Because you're officially a Retro Ranger. You know that, though.
Oh, that's awesome.
We got Retro Blue
Retro
here.
Chicken?
Yeah, that's Retro Chicken.
Awesome.
You don't get a color, but he's Retro Chicken.
Retro C.
Chicken is a color.
Chicken
Yes.
is a color.
But we've got
We need a shirt for that now.
Chicken's
Chicken is a color.
I love it.
We're gonna. I mean, we've got a guy that you work with who wants to. Tell him about that.
Okay, so we're talking about doing some board game stuff within our channel. And I have a guy that I work with who walked up to me, he said, so what does it take to be a Retro Ranger? And I was just kind of looked at him.
List.
And I went, you have to contribute, and you have to love what we do. And he's like, cool, when can I help?
So we might have a.
It's like
We will have a full Ranger squad before we're
like,
done.
Go longer, man. It starts with 2, and then there's a third one, and then by the end of it, there's 8.
7 and go longer. You're thinking more like Curio
But we
Curie
do-
Origin, there was 5, and we did with 12.
12.
We do have Retro White, even though he's not been on anything yet. Hans.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is,
Curie Origin.
Curio Origin. Yeah, that's what we're going for. 12. 12. No. But
No.
the thing is the whole goal is because and I'm going to use this as the basis. I wouldn't call it because in our community, which is the community we're in.
Yeah.
There's not really competition per se because we make internet videos. There's enough room for everybody.
We just have really hoarding collectors.
Well, that's not what I was going for. Actually, I'm talking about
Okay.
video-wise and viewing and all that. That's what I'm talking about.
We had a guy message us asking us how far away from somewhere in Tennessee we were.
Right.
Because
He wanted to go out with us.
Yeah.
But hey, we're always willing to have fans and because we're trying to not be. We're not internet celebrities. 2, we're not going to be snobs if we ever became internet celebrities. But the whole thing is.
John.
But the thing is the whole goal is to maybe be working towards, and I'm going to use it as a basis, even though the closest thing similar to what we are is RetroWare TV. Game Chasers and all of them.
if we were a lot less vulgar, we could be on RetroWare.
Yeah, I know. Well, I can't promise that.
That's the problem. You get involved instantly.
The whole.
Why do you think in the middle of Zelda Retrospective Part 2, I look at the camera and go, you see what I have to deal with?
What I'd like to go for at some point, because we got someone in Arizona, Jessica, who's like, I want to do stuff with y'all too, or I want you to come out here and we'll go do stuff out here. And
That's going to Arizona, though.
yeah, I know, but that you know how much reach that is though outside of this area, reaches the whole
Protitus is
Vegas. But the whole goal is working towards maybe a website, something similar to that, where we're all doing something. Does that make sense?
I see like a link or something. I kind of get it.
I know that sounds crazy, but we've kind of made this affiliation, brotherhood, whatever you want to call it, with you, Protius, RPG Tour Guide. We've just kind of made this
John?
huddle up together.
what I just realized?
What's that?
This is Purple Hat Mafia 2.0.
Yeah, basically. But I'll tell you later. But basically, that's the plan. That's the game plan, the overarching plan. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I get it. We're like a big team.
You want a driven website.
You want a network, sir.
Yes.
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 Because I want to have us to go out and have like a retro at maybe like MagFest or Con, like a huge thing where like you come down from New York, maybe Protoss gets over here from Vegas and all that, and we just all on TV and we all go in there and go do a panel, and we just have a crap ton of fun.
Yeah, that'd be great. Well, definitely, we gotta talk about that. I would love to do that. Of course, Chicken got a lot of farm activities, but I don't make room for everybody else. I make room for everybody.
Full-time commitment or anything like that.
Yes, definitely. I like to contribute. You guys are cool. You're always invited to the farm, so I don't mind. So I get my pigeons to protect you too if you need some. Oh, actually, I got a comment right here.
Okay.
Nikolai. Well, let's see. He said, well, actually, it was a question. He said, should I explain the reason for MMOs? Oh, I guess he's watching that part of the video. Well, maybe you could explain next time, buddy. But it's good. And plus, he likes Mario RPG. He likes what you said there.
Saying is what it really.
It's cool. At least somebody's.
One.
I appreciate the comments, everybody. Oh, I wonder what happened to the.
I have no with it. So I've played them in the past. I haven't played any of the newer ones, and it's not even because I like Definitive Ends. It's more or less I played MMOs for the community when I played Ultima Online, and by the time I got done with Ultima Online, the community had fallen to the point where there were no actual role players within the community. There was a pocket of us that did our thing, and then everybody else was, I have this, ha 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 ha. And that was it.
That's toy collecting all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I have this.
Yeah. Which that's like, how old do you think that is?
This is probably mid-'80s. It's on the back.
It's straight from Japan. It's got Japanese writing on the back.
Yeah, it's Poppy.
I like it.
No clue how it made it over here, because that's not something
I paid
that was ever
$3 for it.
Well, there's the year symbol, but I can't read them.
Yeah,
I mean, I know you play retro gaming stuff, Chicken, but you collect a lot, or are you trying to build a collection? Or?
Well, I've collected in the past, but I had to sell things. The farm is expensive here, so you don't have to pay my bills.
Really high cost.
I do have some action figures, but I'm saving that for another segment. That's like a secret segment that's going to come out very soon.
Awesome.
You get to see some of my collection.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would be cool.
Oh, I had a lot of things, but I had to sell them too. I wish I could have them back.
And what was it you said about the Thundercats thing earlier? Do you actually have any Thundercats?
Yeah, if
stuff?
you want us to do a Thundercats episode, we need something to put on the table because neither Thundercat stuff left over.
If
I
you
already have Snarf.
Yeah, we'll send it back to you. We'll take great care of it, but we just need something to put on the table to show off.
we don't mind doing it, but
Because I can talk Thundercats all day long. I just don't have anything to put on the table. Thundercats, oh!
It's the best. It's my favorite cartoon. I love it. Besides Foghorn Leghorn, you know why I like that.
you like your a cousin or something like that, or uncle or something like that.
He's my dad.
Okay, my bad.
He's my father. And Prissy's my mom. You see on my website, it shows it right there. We have the same resemblance. Look, you see. Hold on, let me put a bigger screen. Hold on. There you go. You see the features? There we go. There we go. I'm sorry, I was a little weird. Well, guys, I didn't hear that. I'm sorry, the audio went crazy.
No, do you have to worry about chicken hawks all the time?
No, you didn't bring up the picture.
Oh, it's okay. Oh, chicken hogs?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about little small chicken hawks, do you?
Oh, no, I don't. That's just in the cartoon. We had to have an enemy. He's a good actor. Good history.
Everything's made in Taiwan.
Or was made in Taiwan.
I'm made in Taiwan.
Now it's made in China.
I'm made in Taiwan.
Well, it's good, guys. I have to go right now. It was really good having you guys.
For having us again, guys.
Yeah,
thank you.
It's been awesome.
And we're going to beat Retro Blue. Hopefully Retro Gold will be with us next time.
That'd be great. More the merrier, I like change. I like different things. It's good. I thank you for returning, too.
Oh, anytime.
Yeah, if you got some links, give it to me. I'll post them on the YouTube so people could check you out.
We're gonna make him make a Twitter in a little while. I know.
Nice. Oh, I'll be talking to him soon. I got you on the Twitter. That's awesome, guys. Well, so thank you everybody for watching, and thank you for the comments on YouTube.
Thanks,
Go check
guys.
us out on Facebook and all that good stuff.
GamingRetroRangers.com. Or not .com. GamingRetroRangers@gmail.com is our email. And Facebook.com/GamingRetroRangers is where you can find us. Or on YouTube, YouTube.com/RickHunter101.
Nice. All right. So everybody catch us on the same time. Check the links out. And everybody, be careful and fly.